Hello, hello, hello. We are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. Hello and good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where in the world you are joining me from. My name is Debbie Jolie, and I am a marketing strategist and business development consultant. And I'm excited about this particular live today. This particular live is all about building your personal brand and how you begin showing up with a lot more authenticity and integrity. So, before we jump in again, I'm saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Let me know where you are joining me from. This is a pre recorded live that is going live Sunday, April the 14th at 12 noon. And we are live. We are live on and LinkedIn, Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. And, I'm really excited. I'll be in the comments as well. So feel free to let me know where in the world you are joining me from. I am from the beautiful twin island of Trinidad and Tobago. And if you don't know where that is the most southern Caribbean island, right? We're right at the bottom of that chain. And I am excited and thrilled to talk to you about building a personal brand, especially this. I guess I guess it's a catchphrase. I guess it's an overused phrase, right? Being authentic, showing up and showing your authenticity. But it's a critical and an important aspect of building a personal brand. And I'll tell you why that's all important to me in just a bit. Just let me know in the comments where you are joining me from, which part around the world. And of course, let me know what platform you are joining me from. If it's Facebook, if it's LinkedIn, or if it is YouTube. So, with that, I want to kind of jump straight in and give you a little bit of background. So, this is a series I'm doing all for the month of April with a special guest at the end. This live was actually supposed to be my first live, but um, not last week, Thursday, not this Thursday that went, the Thursday before. For some reason, I had horrible, horrible internet and could not go live. And I said, I need to show up. And this is part of, the whole idea of being authentic and showing your integrity to your audience and to your community. And so that's what we're going to kind of touch on today. Personal branding has been a game changer for me as a female entrepreneur. And I gave a little bit of background on Thursday about being a woman in business, being a black woman in the Caribbean, working in a male dominated field in the beginning part of my career, really made me have to kind of, I don't want to say fight, but really have to create a space for myself because, of course, working in a male dominated industry and field for the better part of 10 years, you know, sometimes as a woman we are not always seen or heard, right? And that taught me a lot about myself, taught me a lot about, which I'm still learning, about putting myself out there and challenging myself. And so that's part of the reason why I began to develop my personal brand, right? My personal brand has really allowed me within the last 5 to 10 years, especially in the digital space, has helped me to differentiate myself, has really helped me to set myself apart, and has given me opportunities I never thought were possible. And so this is why building a personal brand now is so critical. I tell everybody, whether you're a professional that that you are in a 8 to 4 or 9 to 5 job, you need to consider whether personal branding and developing it can help you. And even if you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, a top Forbes 500 or 1000 CEO, personal branding can really change your own life. It can change the trajectory of your business. It can help you to sell more, and it can help you to really position yourself as an authority. And so, I could only say only great things about it. So with that, let's jump straight in. Let's jump straight in and talk about, um, I'm going to just go back to my screen alone. Let's talk about, how do you begin to show up with authenticity and integrity? And why is it important? Anyway, it's super important because, as business owners, as people, we are bombarded sometimes with negative news, inaccurate information, and it's getting harder and harder for individuals to trust people within a business space. And so your personal brand actually helps and is all about your reputation. And this is why you have to begin to show up with authenticity and integrity. So one of the first things, or one of the best ways we can be more authentic, and we can show our audience, um, how we show up, or how we are able to deliver, is through being consistent. That's a term I say all the time, right? Staying consistent and staying transparent, right? As I said, this live was supposed to take place not this Thursday going, but the Thursday before, and it was super important for me to show up. So I said, okay, pre-recorded live, trying it out because I haven't done a pre-recorded live. Because I say, listen, I need to show up for my community, I need to show up for myself, and I need to do this to say, okay, right, I am here, I'm present, and I am, putting myself out there. So being consistent and being transparent is important. Consistency in your words, consistency in your actions is really vital for your success, and also vital in terms of building trust with your personal brand, right? We need to be consistent because we want to present ourselves again in an authentic way. And being consistent means that people begin to see you. They begin to see you, they begin to know you, they begin to understand your communication, and this helps to build your personal brand. This is why I talk a lot about creating content, and creating content in a consistent way. And why? The big name brands like the Apple and the Coca-Cola and the Nike are very present, right? Whether it's through television ads, or it's through social media ads, or it's just producing content on a regular basis, or even collaborating with different types of influencers. They are always out there, they are always in your face. And the truth is, as business owners or even professionals, we also have to be consistent. That level of consistency we can also duplicate, and it really helps to begin to create a connection where we show our experience, where we show our insights, where we even are able to talk about our challenges, and this helps us to connect our professional journeys and stories with those of our audience. And this transparency really does foster authenticity and integrity, right? So that's one of the first things I say. Begin to build your personal brand by being consistent and being transparent, right? The second thing is we need to deliver on our promises, and this is something, of course, and it's a little bit a note to myself as well. We need to deliver on our promises if we want to build a strong personal brand and for persons to see us as authentic, and that we are, creating a sense of integrity with our whole business and brand, right? Now, delivering on our promises, one of the first things that come to mind, for me at least, is when we say, okay, we're going to deliver, or I'm going to deliver on a particular quotation at a particular time, or a proposal to a prospective client on a particular day or particular time, right? We get bombarded with so many things, and when we say noon on Wednesday, that might turn into Thursday morning, right? I know we're guilty because we have so many things going on, but building that trust is important. And delivering on your promise is how you begin to build trust with your audience, right? Learn to honor your deadlines, fulfill your obligations to 100%, and follow through with everything that you say that you are going to do. Now, what's interesting about this is that is not just building a brand online, it's also building a brand offline. So this is all about having, again, more integrity and building trust, right? Consistency in delivering, high quality work, high quality content, and exceeding the expectations of your audience or your prospective clients or your clients is one way in which you become more relatable, more reliable, and more trustworthy. So we have to be able to hold ourselves accountable and, of course, deliver on our promises, right? That's two. Three now. It's important that your personal brand is, you know, a, I want to say a living, breathing creation, right? And you need to exist in a space where you are seeking feedback and you are engaging. And that is the third thing, right? We want to be able to seek feedback on our personal brand. On Thursday, I mentioned that being able to audit your brand, this is also very important as well. When we begin to build our business, we begin to build our personal brands, especially in the online space. Naturally, things don't stay the same. Technology changes. Maybe the clients that you may have been going after changes. And so, and for me, this is a kind of tip I give to a lot of business owners, which is, we need to look into our clients, look into the feedback that they are giving us in terms of what's happening in our market, what's happening in our industries, and how that is going to impact the products and services that we offer. Really dive deep and listen to other person's perspectives, especially your buyers, especially your buyers, because they may identify gaps in your service, they may identify gaps in your product offering, that if you are able to close those gaps, you may be in a position where you could double and triple your income. So constructive criticism, which at times is not always easy to digest, but it's important because it helps you to improve and it helps you to grow, and this is important. And of course, that type of dialogue again helps to create a sense of transparency, where people again will see you, or your potential clients or individuals will see you as more authentic, and that you have a great sense of integrity, right? So everybody, we're wrapping up now. I have my fourth way in which you can begin to elevate your personal brand and build that sense of a kind of authenticity and integrity in the minds of your potential customers, right? So let me know your comments and let me know what you think. The last thing, of course, is to uphold your own vision and mission and your own ethical standards, right? Personal branding is all about your reputation, and people seem to forget that. Personal branding is an evolution of that word we call reputation. Your personal brand is about your reputation. It is how people perceive you. And yes, as individuals or business owners, we can create and curate the perception that we want, but as as your audience begins to engage with you, or lack thereof, and your customers begin to engage with you, this is where your personal brand, what you want it to be, and a person's perceptions of it must be in alignment. So the fourth thing is all about living in your truth, upholding your ethical values, and being able to communicate that to your audience. If your personal brand has a certain set of values where you don't engage in certain types of gossip, you don't promote fake news, um, your brand is one that is maybe positive and motivational, every so often you have to check in and make sure that your content and that the work that you do, the types of clients you work with, um, that you are going down that ethical road, right? There's a lots of persons, for instance, might say, okay, they may not work with clients that are competitors within an industry, and the client doesn't even have to ask you to sign an NDA. That's just part of your own ethical and moral code, where you say, listen, if I work with a particular firm, if that's insurance, then I'm not going to work with another insurance company. Or if I work with a fast moving consumer goods firm, I'm not going to work with another one. I mean, it depends, right? It depends on the level of, it depends on what you're doing, and the value that you bring to them, right? In some instances you may be able to, and in some instances it might actually be a conflict, and you say, listen, this is not a part of my ethical or moral code. So checking in and making sure that your vision and mission for your business and brand, and what you believe in, and your value system is not only communicated, but you deliver on that every day through your actions, right? So, guys, with that, I'm going to wrap up this live. I'm just super, super excited about sharing more information with you. I do have one thing, as I mentioned, to kind of lead into. And let me see if I could bring that together. Right. So, we have brand new 2.0 that is supposed to start on May the 3rd. Yes, May the 3rd. Now, for persons that don't know about it, we did have a brand new 1.0 back in March, and it was an experience for a number of entrepreneurs and professionals, right? What we are going to do on May the 3rd is really the start of brand new, which is we're going to come together, and we're going to do a series of headshots and video corporate for your corporate business, right? These are all the persons who want to participate in brand new. After that, over the coming weeks, we are actually going to do a number of other things. And why is brand new important? Brand new is important. I wish, this was around 7, 8 years ago when I really started to put myself out there in a digital way. creating content, and building our personal brand in a very professional way at times is very hard when you are a solopreneur. And so this is really a package help persons kind of launch into that. So that's why I say on May the 3rd, we're going to have product product slash headshot photography, right? We are also going to do a video for you and your business, right? Depending on what it is. After that, we're going to do a brand audit. So I'm going to look at your various social media handles, your website, etc., and sort of guide you in terms of what you should be doing next, right? We're going to actually do a total makeover of your LinkedIn profile because LinkedIn is the personal branded space to be in, right? And the last thing is that we're going to actually sit with you and help to create some content that you will have for the next 3 to 4 weeks, right? And again, this is just meant to help business owners, entrepreneurs, even professionals, whether you're in HR or leadership or accounting or engineering or a project manager, and you want to really solidify yourself and build your personal brand, this is an opportunity for you. So feel free to reach out to me. So with that, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me on this live. Feel free to reach out to me. And of course, if you have any questions at all, or you have a piece of idea for perhaps a discussion or a live that you think I should do, all in the realm of marketing, feel free to reach out to me. Have a great day, guys. Take care and bye.